out of 12 of those shootings, the suspects were convicted felons who weren't even supposed to have a gun. The suspect in this shooting, a man named Saul Ball, has a lengthy criminal record.
Our investigative reporter Morgan Lowe is here with more on that part of the story. And Morgan, you've been hearing from some frustrated police officers who believe that Ball should have already been behind bars instead of out on the streets with a gun.
Yeah, we counted 40 cases that he's faced in the past, nearly half of them dismissed by prosecutors. And if one of those cases in particular was taken to court, Saul Ball may have still been in prison when this latest confrontation with police took place. As Phoenix police reconstruct what led to the shooting of two officers last night, we are learning the suspect has a long and at times violent criminal history. His name is Saul Ball, and we counted 40 criminal charges he's faced in Arizona and California in the past 17 years. They include drug possession, aggravated assault, trespass, and shoplifting here in Arizona, battery on a police officer, and removing or taking a firearm from an officer in California. The judge brought that up during Ball's initial appearance in court here in Phoenix this morning.
Bail is set in your case in the amount of $2 million. It is cash only.
Ball has already served time in prison in Arizona and jail in California. But we found at least 18 of the criminal charges he had faced in the past were dismissed by prosecutors. And we obtained this booking photo from May of last year. Ball was arrested on charges of criminal trespass, burglary, and drug offenses here in Maricopa County. They could have landed him in prison from 1 to 7 years if he was prosecuted, but he was not. Instead, he was released from custody. 2 months after that arrest, Ball was arrested again in Navajo County. This time he was sent to prison, but it was just for 3 months. So he was out on the street when last night's shooting occurred. Here is what the president of the Phoenix Police Union had to say.
I don't really want to talk about, the suspect because he doesn't deserve our breath. But I will tell you that it's infuriating that someone with a long criminal history like his would be allowed to be out amongst the community and continue. I mean, he has demonstrated that he is a drain on society, not a positive influence.
It's just frustrating when you take a look at all the opportunities, the multiple arrests. What happened with that one case that you mentioned could have put him away for 7 years.
Yeah, we've been working to get an answer on that all afternoon. This is what we know. Phoenix police arrested him last May. They booked him into jail and submitted charging recommendations to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Prosecutors declined to charge, saying they needed to further the case back to Phoenix police for drug lab analysis for the drug charges. But the bottom line is he was released and he was never charged.
That raises a whole nother set of questions. We know you'll be digging into it. Morgan Lowe, thanks for that.
Well,